Hello and welcome to another gear review with me, Anjay. Today we are looking at the Valeton Dapper Dark. So, the Valeton Dapper Dark. It is a multi-effects strip, all in one kind of unit. It is very small, so here is my Donna compression pedal, and here, which is a mini pedal, and here is the effects strip. So it's very small. So let's have a listen, and then we'll have a little chat about it. Oh, and of course, if you could subscribe, that'd be awesome. Okay, so we're all set up. I've got a looper going into the pedal, and I'm just going to take you through some of the settings. Now, one of the issues we've got is that the controls are very small, so it's quite hard to see where I've got things set, so you just have to bear with me a little bit. But let's get the loop going into the clean channel of my katana. So on this side you've got the delay, you then got chorus, the high gain channel, and a boost. On the boost all you have is a gain control. On the high gain, you have a noise reduction, volume, bass, middle, treble, and overall gain. Chorus, you have rate and depth. Delay, you have mix, regen, and time. So mix is how much you get into the wet and dry mix. Regen is how many times it repeats, and time is how long there is between them. But you also have a tap tempo here as well. You also have a tuner. If you press these two down, you get a tuner. So I'll just turn the looper on. You also have a tuner. So if you press and hold that, the tuner comes on. And if I set the loop going quietly in the background, you see it works as a mute, and in a second you'll see that it starts picking up the individual notes. Obviously, there we go. And the red and the green dots can tell you quickly whether you're in tune or out of tune, and obviously the note in the middle tells you what the note is. So let's just go through the individual settings again, and I'll just play with them and you can hear what the whole thing sounds like. And obviously the noise reduction is quite important when you're using high gain, so the fact that it's built in is actually really useful. The other really interesting thing is you've got an effects loop at the back here. So what you can actually do is have it so that you've got a delay pedal going into it, or some reverb or modulation. I've got reverb on the amp at the moment. And the other thing is the cab simulator at the back here as well, which means that you can plug this straight in to your recording rig without having to worry about miking up a cab. Let's just hear what that sounds like going into the amp as well. So So you can tell it adds quite a lot of texture to the sound. So if you were going to go straight into your sound card on your computer, you could use that really effectively. Okay, so there's quite a lot to unpack there. Each of the effects in its own right is very, very nice. The cab simulator is really useful and the effects loop is really useful. The built-in tuner is really useful. The fact that it comes with a power supply is really useful. Is it for me? No, because it doesn't really cover the tones that I'm using on a regular basis anymore. Is it for somebody who plays rock and metal gigs and doesn't want to carry around a massive rig with them, doesn't want to have to carry a separate delay, chorus, gain, tuner, cab simulator? Absolutely. The fact that you can plug this straight into a mixing desk and play live with it is a huge boon with that cab simulator. The fact that it's got a built-in mute and tuner is a huge boon. I don't like the fact that boost seems to be behind the high gain channel, which basically means that whilst it thickens the high gain, it doesn't give you a volume boost when you're playing like a solo, for instance. But again, a lot of people just use a boost to push a gain channel, so that works nicely for them. The tap delay works really well, the tap function works really well, the effects loop's really useful. Now, it may seem a bit steep at £140, but when you consider that a delay can cost £40, chorus 40, high gain pedals 40, 50, boost pedals 30 or 40, tuners 30 or 40, cab sims 40, 50. It actually represents a lot of value. And for somebody who is doing jam nights or gigging and just doesn't want to take all the heavy gear with them, this kind of thing is really, really useful. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments whether you think that there's a world for these kind of things, or there's a place in the world for these kind of things. I do, if you can find the right one for you. This kind of stuff can really replace a lot of your gear. Is it for everyone? No, of course not. But it's going to be for a lot of people. And I think if you're into metal, then you should probably check this out. So get in the comments, have a chat with me, like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.